What's up, my fellow comic book readers? Guys, I'm back in my office. I'm back with bad news. I'm back with good news. I'm back with the biggest haul video I've ever made. I have 2 weeks worth of new comic book day hauls. I have a package that Russ sent me. I have a package that Silver Slurpee sent me. I have books from the library. I have a lot of shit to go over, and we're about to do that right after you see what I've been doing all day, baby. So after we left the comic book shop, we had to stop by this coffee shop. Looked pretty cool. Calico Coffee. And as you can see, the line was out the door, and for good reason. The coffee was delicious. The baristas were really pleasant. And it's a woman-owned shop if you're looking to support a woman-owned company. And also, the coffee looks really good on your beard if you have one, so just to let you know. After we left the coffee shop, we went over to Longleaf Park, which used to be called Hugh McCrae Park. I think I'm saying that right. And they had a cool bridge that went over. That's my wife walking across of it. And to the right, there's a fountain, and there's all kinds of koi fish and bass and brim and cool stuff. But the highlight of this visit was this little turtle that every time we ran our hand across the grass, he would come further and further out of the pond. And that was super cool because I've never had that happen before. Yeah, so enjoy him. After we left the pond, we swung by Substop, and if you pause at any point of those stickers, you could probably find one that's going to offend you, in the best way possible. They were all hilarious. Had a great menu, and the subs were delicious, and even looked good. So, yep. All right, yeah, man, we had a great day, at the coffee shop. We had a great day out there at the park. We had a great day at the comic shop. We had just a great day all around. Me and the wife, and we needed it. The reason I've been gone for so long, guys, unfortunately, well, you guys know we went on a family vacation. I think I sold that to most people that were listening. We went on a vacation up to the mountains, and unfortunately, while we were up there, our dog got really sick, and we had to make the tough decision to put him down up in the mountains on our vacation. So that was a really hard time. We're still dealing with that. I know a lot of people, a dog, you lose a dog and you can, whatever, but like to us, to me and my wife, our dogs are our family, and to lose a dog, it took a lot of wind out of my sails, and we're still dealing with it. So there might be some inconsistencies for the next couple of days, and I apologize about those, but I still love reading. We're still going to talk about comics all the time, and I will be back better and revenge. But let's get back into why we're here, man. Let's talk about the shit that I've got, and we're gonna start off, once I can get this open, we're gonna start off with the stickers that Silver Slurpee sent me. And these bad boys are going on the car. I'm assuming there's more than one. Yeah, these bad boys are going on the car. Look at those, man. I've been filling up. My back left window over here is filled with stickers. These two are getting added. Well, one of them. I'm thinking the green one's probably going to go on there. This one will probably go on the fridge. So, 2 stickers. So, shout out to Silver Slurpee, man. And then, I guess we'll get an order of from small to big, okay? And then next up, we're going to hit up what I got at the library. We got Star Wars Kenobi, Legends. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. James, I'm already 80 pages into this. I just got these yesterday. I'm already 80 pages into it. 70 pages into it. I don't want to exaggerate. This is fantastic. If you've never heard of this or never read it before, this is a book about Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, and it's from the perspective of the slave that was with Huckleberry Finn, right? It is fantastically written. I 100% recommend it. I think it came out either last year or the year before that. And it got a lot of hype, and for great reason. Great freaking book so far. And then we got Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi. Chronologically, this is a super old book. I don't know. I think it came out in like 2016-ish time frame. Yeah, not to burn too much time. It's a relatively newer, like less than 15-year-old book, but chronologically, it's like 25,000 years before New Hope. So it's old as fuck. All right. And then before we get into my last 2 weeks worth of hauls, okay? Huge. We're gonna hit up everything that Russ sent me. A lot of you guys might not know who Russ is. He doesn't make comic book content, but he comments and he is in the sections of Comic Talk. Very supportive dude. Me and him are on like a 43-day streak of talking and you know, private messages about comics, about life. Just, he's a genuinely cool ass dude. I told him that I read Paper Girls issue 1, and he was like, hey, let me get your address. I'm gonna send you the entire Paper Girls story. So I was fucking stoked when I saw the package sitting on my doorstep, and we got the Paper Girls complete story. I am so excited to read this, man. I really can't wait. Because also, it has Brian K. Vaughan on, like, as the writer, so you know it's a great fucking story. But that's not all he sent me. I'm sure you noticed the big-ass box, okay? We also got Planet Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, what are they, the Marvel Legends, or whatever they're called. But this one has, like, let's see, 17, about 20 comics in here. So I'm excited to read that. There's more. We got the Incredible Hulk by Pack, right? Or Way, sorry. The Incredible Hulk by Way. We got Planet Hulk. I almost dropped the box. Planet Hulk, World Breaker. Y'all know Hulk is one of my favorites. And then he also knows that Jason Aaron is my GOAT, okay? Jason Aaron can do no wrong. And he sent me volumes 1, volumes 2, and volumes 3 of Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. I wanted to read it because I was making sure I was getting it right. But I am so excited to read this. I have issues 1, 9, and 12 in singles, but I was waiting to find them all to start reading the story. And now I have, I think this might be all of them. If not, I'll read these and then find the 4th and 5th or however many more there are. But I'm so excited to read these. And Russ, dude, I know you're going to watch this video because you're a genuinely supportive dude and you watch everything that I put out. You're fucking awesome for that. So when you see this, I know I've already said it, and I know you said you didn't even want a shout out, but thank you so much for sending this, bro. Real fucking cool of you. And last but definitely not least of everything that we got to go over, we got a lot of comics, okay? We got a lot of single issues. I'm not even going to try to break them down into to alphabetical order or publisher order or any other kind of order. Making sure I have a place to put them as we go over them. But in no particular order, we got Tiger's Island, issue number 2. I was waiting for 2 to read 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I am so excited to read that. Thunder the Barbarian. I am new to his story. I've read the first 3 or 4 issues. I can't remember. But as you heard me say earlier, Jason Aaron, the motherfreaking GOAT. This has been so fun to read. Again, I don't have any nostalgia for it because I didn't watch it when I was a kid. It came out like the 80s, 90s. But let me guarantee you that it is a fantastic story that I am enjoying, and I think anybody could pick it up and enjoy it. Next up, we got Superman Unlimited issue number 14. I haven't been reading the ongoing Superman by Joshua Williamson, and I hate myself for that, but I have been reading Superman Unlimited, and if I'm not comparing it because I haven't read the other one, I'm absolutely loving this. This is my first non-absolute Superman series that I've read, and I wouldn't change that. I've absolutely loved every single issue that has come out. Next up, we got Sleepy Hollow, The Witches of the Western Woods, issue number 2. I have not read issue number 1 because I still haven't read the finale for the original Sleepy, or the last, I think, 3 or 4. So I'm like 2 issues behind on the other Sleepy Hollow, so I got to read 1 or 2 of this. But Sleepy Hollow is my favorite, like, I guess, ghostly lore. My youngest son's middle name is actually Ichabod because of it. And yeah, I'm so excited to read those. Next up, we got Red Coat, issue number 18. If you know me, you know that this isn't going to be the only Ghost Machine title in this freaking haul, okay? A book just came out last week, The $1 Million Kid or The $1 Trillion Kid, which is a crossover between Hornsby and Halo and Rockefellers, which I am so excited to read that, and we're going to talk about it when I get up to. But Red Coat, fantastic series. It was my sleeper series for Ghost Machine. It was probably the one I was least wanting to read, but once I started reading it, it's probably like the 3rd best, behind Junkyard Joe and Geiger, if I'm being honest. Next up, we got The Punisher, issue number 5, by Percy. This has been fantastic. This series picked up right after where the Red Band, where Punisher was being controlled by Kingpin. Sorry if that's a spoiler for you, but if you haven't read it by now, I assume that you're probably not interested. Anyways, this has been fantastic. I don't know why they stopped the first one at 5 and then just picked up a new one and went to 5. I don't know if that's going to be the finale for that one. But yeah. Next up, we got Of the Earth, issue number 2. This, I made a separate video about this, guys. If you don't remember, they didn't start this one with a lot of words. They didn't start this one with a lot of words, but they did it again. The last 2 pages, and that's okay. I'm going to read them. I'm trying to get better about reading everything that's in the comic book because there's a lot to go on in there. But that was a great issue number 1. I didn't like all the reading that went with it, but it did assist me in understanding where the story was coming from and where it was going. So the words meant something. Next up, we got Odin, issue number 2. This one, I didn't know what the hell to think of this, but issue number 1 did not go how I thought it was going to go in the best way possible. This was a great story. If you remember my review from Odin number 1, fuck Jeff. No, Jeff was a character that got eaten. We'll leave it at that. And I'm excited to see where that story picks up with issue number 2. Yeah. Next up, we got Lobo, issue number 4. I'm going to give Lobo till 5. I don't know if it's a short series or what, but I'm going to give it till 5. If it hasn't started having some more continuity to it and not feeling like an anthology, I might be dropping this. I do like each issue, but if it's going to be an anthology, then I don't feel like I need to pick it up in single issues. I feel like maybe I can wait for it to come out in trades. So we'll wait. 5 comes out. If it hasn't started coming together by then, I might be dropping this in singles. Next up, we got Battle Beast, issue number 10. I am a couple issues behind on this, and I haven't read The Invincible, but I've read Capes. I've read Battle Beast. I love both of them. Everything that I've read from the Invincible universe, again, I haven't read Invincible, has been fantastic. I highly recommend it. I am going to read Invincible Universe, like everything Invincible Universe, before the end of this year. So stay tuned. But I definitely recommend Battle Beast. Probably my favorite indie series to come out in a minute. If Destruction Be Our Lot. This is issue number 2. It's about a robot that is Abraham Lincoln, and he's trying to figure the post-apocalypse world out, and all the robots hate him because of how he's going about it. And the end of issue 1 ended with kind of a cliffhanger. And I'm very excited to see how that cliffhanger turns out in this, and if they're going to keep it like in the background or if they're going to bring it to the forefront of the story. Next up, we got Deathstroke, issue number 4. First time reading Deathstroke. I'm, again, absolutely loving this. All the next level stuff I'm really enjoying. Even Lobo, I want continuity in my stories when I read them. Deathstroke is definitely giving me the continuity. It's definitely giving me some backstory on Deathstroke while also progressing a ongoing story. So I really enjoy that. Dude, it's so hot in my car right now. If I look like I'm about to pass out, I promise I'm not going to pass out. But next up, we got Dead Teenagers, issue number... I don't know what issue this is. Number 4. There it is. It's right there. I just said I'm not going to pass out, but then I'm like, I can't freaking read. I lost my sight. This has been a fun story. This is kind of like a death loop story where these kids are kind of stuck in a loop where they keep going until they die, and then they start back over to point A, and then it keeps going. And at one point the story progresses, but not like to where they just keep going. It progresses to like a 30-year jump to a skip to a new point. And all the kids are still mentally teenagers, but now they're like in 40-year-old and 50-year-old bodies. So still in the death loop though. Fantastic story so far. Next up, we got The Beauty, issue number 6. This has been fantastic. I will say this is very MA content. It is about an STD that people are trying to get that makes you beautiful. And then there's a lot of like tricks going on, and people are hunting down each other, and there's some stuff going on in this. So fantastic so far. Batwoman, issue number 4. I think this is my favorite of the next level ongoing. I did go back and read Batwoman Effigy or Elegy. I think it's Elegy. I think it's Elegy. Because when I first read issue number 1, I had no clue what was going on. But I went back and reread Elegy, and it opened my eyes to what's going on and how this story came to be and where it's going. And Batwoman, Cassandra Cain, and her sister are battling in this, and it's fantastic. Next up, another issue 1 that I haven't read, and I know a lot of people are hyped on it, so I'm excited to read it, but Absolute Green Arrow. This is issue number 2. Issue number 1, like I said, it got a lot of hype. A lot of people had really strong feelings about it. So I'm excited to jump on this and start reviewing it. Next up, we got Absolute Flash, issue number 16. Flash has been, Absolute Flash, I read 13 this morning, or 14. I think I read 13 this morning. 14 is at the top of my pile. I haven't reviewed them yet, but Flash is really moving up. Like, I really feel like Flash is about to move into my number 3 spot, and Batman is about to drop to number 4. That's the way I feel. Like, I feel like Martian Manhunter is my number 5. Flash is my number 4 right now, but if Flash keeps going how it's going and Batman keeps going how it's going, I think Flash is going to move up to my number 3 spot. And I know a lot of people are going to hate and say, oh, Batman's the best one out. How can you say it? Absolute Batman is absolutely being carried, and you can't say it's not, absolutely being carried by the villains. It is a multiple. And next up, Absolute Batman 21. Every 2 issues, they introduce a new character, and the story revolves around that character. I do like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, so please don't come at me. I mean, you can come at me if you want to. We can hug at the end, right? But it's another Batman story that's just being carried by the villains. I think if you want a good Batman story, and I'll stand on this, Matt Fraction's Batman, that's on issue number 10, I think, right now, that is a phenomenal Batman story that I am really loving. This one I am really enjoying. I'm going to continue getting it all the way to the end because it has not let me down. But as far as heroes carrying the comic, I think Absolute Batman is moving down. If it keeps going in the direction it's going, Absolute Flash is going to move up to 3, and Batman will move down to 4. I'm going to stop beating that dead horse. Next up, we got Racer X, issue number 8. Racer X and Speed Racer have been such a fantastic... Guys, if you guys are Speed Racer fans, or even if you're not, if you're into racing and drama, like family drama and distant brothers that don't know, one doesn't know the other one exists because he thinks he's dead, but he's coming from beyond the grave to come save and mentor his younger brother into becoming the best racer and blah, 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 blah. Fantastic, man. It is so damn good. Absolute Superman, my GOAT right now from the Absolute series. Again, it is written by the GOAT, Jason Aaron. So maybe I'm a little biased. Come at me, bro. But this story has been so good. I really can't say enough good things about it. The art inside of it by Sandoval. I think it's Sandoval, right? Yeah, Sandoval. Top tier. I've never been a suit or cape or hero, like their costumes kind of guy, right? I never understood that. I am only a year into my comic book journey, so that might change. But this has been the first time I've read a comic book where the cape stood out to me. Superman's cape, soul, and this, top tier, man. Absolutely top tier. And I saw, if you guys didn't see, Pops are coming out for Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and Absolute Superman. I really want to get the Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Superman Pops. They look so fucking cool. All right, next up, Pretty Hate Machine, issue number 3. This has been fan-fucking-tastic, all right? This kid is looking for who killed his dad or how his dad died, and this demon is inside of him, convincing him to do some really messed up shit. And, oh my God, man, this is another indie that I think everybody needs to be reading. This is so gory and so good. Fantastic. Issue number 3 of Red Roots. Issue number 1 confused the shit out of me. Issue number 2 continued confusing the shit out of me. I'm hoping, because I'm confused in the best way possible, I'm hoping issue number 3 confuses the shit out of me a little bit, but maybe starts explaining why I'm so confused in issues 1 and 2. Maybe. Next up, we got Hornsby and Halo, issue number 14. Dude, this is such a great story. It's about a child, two children. One is a boy. He is an angel being raised by demon parents, and a demon child girl that is being raised by angel parents. And they are trying to save the earth. At the beginning of the story, they didn't know they were trying to save the earth. Now, I don't think they want to save the earth. I think they just want to go back to being kids, because they originally didn't know they were demons and angels. They just thought they were kids. Now they're kind of thrown into the middle of this war between heaven and hell, and they're trying to be the best versions of themselves while also, battling everything that's getting thrown at them. Fantastic. Next up, we got Final Boss, issue number 7. I thought this was going to end at 5. I am enjoying this. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it because I thought it was just going to be a fight comic, but it's about a guy who is a fighter, as you can probably guess, and he gets thrown into the underworld fight scene, and he has to fight gods. He's trying to find out how his dad was killed. Sounds similar. Find out how his dad was killed and just get to the bottom of it. And he has a buddy, and just like, they level up. Like, after each fight, they level up, and it shows you their stats. And I think that's a cool aspect of this, but I'm definitely enjoying that. Next up, we got Escape, issue number 8. I am a couple issues behind on this. The back got a little, it was sitting on my lap, and I'm sweating, so it got a little, looks like whatever. Anyway, I don't collect these. I just read them. I do try to take good care of them, though, so that does hurt my feelings a little bit. But anyways, Escape number 8. This Rick Remender story has been so fantastic. The art in this has been fantastic. This is probably one of the closest things I've seen to a war comic that I've enjoyed. I normally don't like war media. Just being a veteran, I know other veterans might have different things, but when I read this shit, I'm like, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. That's not realistic. Anyways, if you're looking for a war comic, Escape is where it's at. Rick Remender's killing it. All right, Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire. This has been so good also. I've given Marvel a second chance at creating Star Wars comics for me. Specifically for me, right? Like, Star Wars contacted me and they're like, yo, Brandon, is it cool if we make Marvel comics again? I was like, yeah, man, no problem. And they're killing it. They're doing a great job. Everything that I'm reading from Marvel in 2026 for Star Wars has been fantastic. Definitely recommend you jump on it if you're a Star Wars fan. If you're not a Star Wars fan, you might not like it. But as a Star Wars fan, I'm enjoying it. Zatanna, number 3. Zatanna has been fun to read. It has been a cool, little trick on my brain, because if you didn't know, every time she casts a spell, it's backwards. The writing is backwards, so you have to read it like that. And this is my first time that I've read a Zatanna comic and didn't drop it, because when I first started reading comics, I picked up Zatanna number 1, the last run of Zatanna, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. This one, it's growing on me a little bit more. I'm a little bit more open-minded, I guess, and I'm enjoying this so far. We'll see how that goes. Doom Quest issue number 2. I have not read issue number 1, but I fell in love with Doom because of the One World Under Doom run that happened. Doom's character was just so, I don't want to say relatable, because he was being compared to another real life villain that I disagree with a lot. But at the same time, his perspective, I guess, and his way about going about it, I kind of was like, okay, I can see where Doom is coming from, you know what I mean? And then, all the stuff that's been going on afterwards, Doom showed that he had a heart in trying to save, Mr. Fantastic's daughter and being her godfather and everything. So I've come to grow, to be a fan of Dr. Doom. But yeah, I haven't read issue number 1 yet, so don't hate me. Narco, issue number 4. I read issue 1 and 2. This is made by Wagner and Hilliard, which is the same team that made a Fashion School Serial Killer last year. Everything they've been touching has been freaking gold. Their stories are so fun to read. There's a lot of mystery and gore, and nothing's ever what you think it's going to be. And this one is about a guy, Narco, that is narcoleptic, and when he passes out, something happens to somebody close to him. Pretty solid, right? Next up, we got Shredder, issue number 9. Everything from the TMNT universe has been solid. I did stop reading the TMNT universe at 14, but I do have like 15 through 18. I just haven't picked it back up because I was mad that Jason Aaron left. The story didn't, like, obviously the story isn't going the same direction it was going, but I just felt like Jason Aaron was the reason I became a fan of the series. And then when he left, I was like, do I want to stay? And I read issue 13 to 14, thought it was pretty good, but I'm still like a little bitter. So it's been sitting in my TBR pile. I am going to read it. It's still good. Don't, if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, don't hate me. I'm a Jason Aaron fanboy. What can I say? Next up, we got Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 21. This is my second favorite series going on right now with Absolute. Everything that's going on with Diana in this, and I just watched the Wonder Woman movie from 2017 last night. I did not see the dude that became Ares. I did not see that happening. It was my first time ever watching the Wonder Woman movie. I know I'm trying to catch up on all the DC movies and TV shows because I was never a fan of DC stuff until last year. So now I got infinite amount of lore to catch up on, and I'm just trying to do it at my own pace. The movie was fantastic. I watched Man of Steel for the first time on Father's Day. That was fantastic. Absolute Wonder Woman 21. Absolute fantastic. Next up, we got Gotham Academy, first year, issue number 5. I really like this. I think it's cool. A girl that Bruce Wayne is trying to save. Turns out that Bruce Wayne may or may not have been responsible for his mom being put away. And she's finding out, like, all the crazy shit while also being duped by, like, Scarecrow and shit. Fantastic story. I'm enjoying it. And I've heard that it's kind of like a repeat or like a take 7 of this story or whatever. It is what it is. Me being a first-time reader, I'm enjoying it. Next up, we got Corpse Night, issue number 3. This is about a little girl who loses her dad. Her dad gets revived. She doesn't understand how he got revived, but he's still battling with her because he's a knight. And she's trying to find Joan d'Arc to maybe help explain, because she's a super holy woman, to maybe help explain how her dad has came to be how he is and maybe revert him back to the way he was. Next up, we got Superman, Father of Tomorrow. This is issue number 2. I haven't read issue number 1. I know I keep saying that. I have a lot of comics to read. I have been putting a dent in it, or I did until last week. And even then, last week, I read a lot, just not out of my singles issue. I read half of Compendium 2 of The Walking Dead, and I read East of West, Volume 2 and 3. And we'll talk about those later, but right now we're talking about what I got, so focus, people, okay? Superman, Father of Tomorrow. I haven't read issue number 1. Nectar, issue number 4. The first 3 issues, fantastic. This priest in here, dude, this priest is a fucking nutcase, and I'm hoping something really bad happens to him. I hope that happens in issue number 4, but we'll find out, okay? Next up, we got Swamp Thing, issue number... I think it's issue number 4. I haven't read any of these because it's technically issue number 90. It's finishing off a Swamp Thing run that people have been waiting on for apparently like 30 years, right? But I want to get the issues 1 through 86 before I jump into 87 through 90. People have started reading 87, and they said you can read it from there, and it's good. I believe them. I'm just a weird completionist kind of guy, so I need to start at issue number 1. Next up, we got Bizarro, issue number 2. Issue number 1 of this was pretty odd, maybe bizarre even. Superman gets pulled in. No, not Superman. If I remember right, it was Lois Lane and what's his name, the redhead kid, Jimmy Olsen, got pulled into Bizarro's universe to go run the Planet, right? That's the name of the newspaper company. And then Lois Lane gets demoted, and Jimmy Olsen gets put as the CEO of the Planet there. A cool little twist. I'm excited to see where this story continues going. Next up, we got issues number 24 of Feral. Issue 24 of Feral. I am a couple issues behind on this. It also has started adding Stray Dog at the backside, which is fantastic. I love Stray Dogs, and I'm interested to see. I haven't read since they started adding Stray Dogs, which I think was either last issue or the issue before. But I am on issue like 21 of Feral. So I got a little bit of catching up to do on this, but Feral has been one of the ongoing independent comics that is fantastic. If you're a fan of cats, dogs, animals, and zombies, Farrell's it, okay? Next up, we got Fireborn. I've done a couple of independent reviews of just, like, individual issues of Fireborn. But, like, without giving spoilers, look at the art in this, man. The fight scenes, just the cover. The meshing art, the meshing cover. I really like the hot pinks that keep getting thrown in here. Fireborn, the story has been fantastic. It goes in line with Lost Fantasy. It's the same storyline, just kind of a little bit of a deviation from it, like who it's focusing on for the character. But the art in this, top tier. I'm absolutely loving Fireborn. Next up, we got In Your Skin, issue number 3. This is about a skinwalker in Bollywood that kind of takes over a girl and then, like, starts living her life, I think. I've enjoyed it. It's my first introduction to, like, Bollywood, so there's kind of stuff that's going on that I'm like, I don't know about that. But I am really loving this story so far. I will say it's a little MA. There's a little bit of, like, you know, flesh being shown in both the temptation way and, like, being pulled off the body. So, you know, read it at your discretion. Next up, we got the Infernal Hulk, issue number 8. This has been so good. I've really absolutely enjoyed this. The art is very dark and grimy, and it's very Hulkish. Hulk is currently possessed by a underworld demon, and he is doing some really horrible things. And Bruce Banner is not involved in that. Bruce Banner's in the comic, but he's not part of what Hulk's doing right now. Next up, we got Captain America, issue number 12. This might be the best ongoing Marvel series right now. And I say that being a big fan of a couple of different Marvel comics that are coming out right now. But Chip Zdarsky is killing it. This is my first time reading a Captain America comic. I almost dropped this after number 1, but a couple people were trying to convince me to stay with it. I'm really glad they did, because it has picked up astronomically for me. And not everybody is going to not like issue number 1. Number 1 just felt like, to me, number 1 felt like they were trying to force the veteran feeling too much. And as a veteran, I'm not a fan of when that happens. But that could have just been my perspective, because I didn't hear anybody else say that. And most people disagreed when I said that. But moving forward, this might be one of my favorite ongoing series right now in Marvel. So pick it up and read it. Next up, we got White Sky, issue number 4. There's so many good indies coming out right now, dude. I feel like I could keep saying this is one of my favorites all day long, talking about independent stuff. This is about a world that's being overrun by ghosts or apparitions. And this girl kind of is, like, separated from her dad and trying to find him and get him back while battling that. Next up, we got A Quiet Place, Storm Warning, issue number 4. I haven't read issue number 1 through 3 yet. But it's a Quiet Place comic. If you like the Quiet Place movies and didn't know a comic was coming out, now you do. Next up, we got Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, issue number 3. Guess what? You guessed it. I haven't read issue number 1 or 2 yet. I feel like I keep saying that, so I really apologize. I am reading a lot of comic books. If you guys haven't been watching my reviews, up until I went on vacation last week, I was reading like 10 comic books a day. I'm going to pick that back up here soon. But Starfleet Academy, I'm really a Star Trek fan, because everything I've read from IDW with Star Trek has been fantastic. And I'm not really necessarily a Star Trek fan. Anyways, Alice Forever After, issue number 4. My LCS has still not received my issue number 1. I have nothing negative to say about my LCS. They are the fucking goats. I absolutely love, and I forgot to do it at the beginning of the video. Memory Lane is the best group of people. Their comic book store is so amazing. I love them. So I don't believe that this is on them at all. I think maybe there's a distribution problem, or I don't know. I still haven't got issue number 1, and I can't fucking find it anywhere. So if you got it and you really want to be a G and send it to me, hit me up, man, because I would love to read this story. But I need issue 1. I can't just jump into issue number 2. All right. Sorry, this video is fucking long, man. I had so much shit today. All right, Capes, issue number 8. Like I was saying earlier, I am up to date on this. No, I'm not. I'm a couple issues back. This has been fun. This is from the Invincible Universe, but it's from a faction inside the Invincible Universe. They're a separate company than who Invincible and his dad were working for. I am getting really fucking hot, so I'm trying to speed this video up a little bit. But they're a separate company that's taking on Heroes for Hire type shit, and they're going out and doing stuff. Very 90s humor where, like, you know, men are the king of the workforce and yada, yada, yada. The humorous type. I don't believe that, so don't come hate me. I mean, I believe if I'm there, I'm the king of the workforce and I'm a man, so I'm not saying that I suck. I'm just saying, like, everybody has an opportunity, okay? Anyways, last but not least, this is the very end of my haul, and this is the comic I almost started off talking about because I could not wait for this to come out. I'm so excited to read the crossover event between Hornsby and Halo and Rockefellers because both of those those stories have been fantastic. So excited to read this crossover event. And guys, that is the end. But if you didn't know, Memory Lane Comics on Princess Street in Wilmington, North Carolina is the motherfucking goats. Y'all have a great day.